Trigger warning. This video contains topics of sexual harassment, trauma, abuse, and pedophilia. If you're uncomfortable with such heavy topics as this, do click off the video. This video may be harmful to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Good morning, afternoon, or evening to all taffies viewing this regionally or across the world. I'm going to be fair. This isn't any normal video that I would upload on a random day, especially with such a title and thumbnail that could have made you click immediately out of curiosity. Brief disclaimer that it is highly advised for you all to not harass anyone mentioned or featured in this video in general. To start off and answer as to why this video was created and posted is to spread awareness and word about this hefty topic that I will be explaining regarding mine and the main victim's witness accounts and more information I will be sharing within this video. And on the matter, this video was created to expose the one and only Gacha magical girl/boy content creator for who is widely known through the ongoing series of Shining Rainbow Precure, Leafy Yesh, who was once one of my closest friends. Not only that, I will also be exposing another person who was also once one of my closest friends, defending his actions at the time, which will be explained soon enough. Just a background info on Yesh. Leafy Yesh is a Gacha magical girl/boy content creator with over 3,500 subscribers and 300,000 views from all his videos in total. His content mainly consists of the one and only well-known series upon the Gacha magical community, which is Shining Rainbow Precure. His content over the years is what inspired many people and fans to adore the unique nature and overall improvement of the series. But sometimes when it comes to adoring a show, fans tend to wonder and get curious as to what the creator is like outside of the YouTube platform in general, and which is why my friends and I will be revealing what lies behind the curtain to expose his true colors. I would like to start off on my witnessing account. So this happened a couple of days ago, aka Valentine's Day, in a Discord group call with my friends. Friends such as Bobby, Violet, Anonymous Friend T, Goddess, Mystic, Siren, and also Yesh. Aside from calling on Discord together, we are playing a competitively fun Roblox game called Penguin Knockout, a game where you might have seen on your Roblox page or the crew play recently. The call started out normal as usual and everyone was having fun. A few rounds and only more than a couple of minutes into the call, everything was going fine, until that's when things eventually start to go south. Do you know what all Robloxians hate to what a troll or a weirdo does to a person's avatar from behind? You guessed it. Backshotting. And that action, unfortunately, is what Yesh has done to the long-suffering victim several times on Roblox, in the game, and while on group call. And that suffering victim is especially no other but Mystic. I would like you all to keep in mind that Yesh has just recently turned 18 last month, January, and the victim Mystic is currently 16, turning 17 in March. In the game, Yesh was caught in action of backshotting Mystic's Roblox avatar several times. Witnessing his inappropriate behavior, Mystic, T, and I told Yesh to stop it because it was disgusting. He ignored our first warning and then did it again. The one word out of his mouth. Why? Why? You should know why. It doesn't matter if it's a friend or a random player. That action is something nobody should even be using for trolling or even doing at all. Even to a friend who is still a minor, regardless. You, as an adult, should have already have your mind fully comprehending the wrong you are stopped for. And yet you're questioning me why? Ridiculous. A side note that Yesh has also been doing this inappropriate action on Roblox to the majority of the girls in the friend group, including me, for many years. But it was often ignored because at the time he was a minor and he was excused for it. But now things are different as he just became an adult. And that is something that shouldn't be excused for after many past confrontations on the action. Anyways, as punishment, T timed him out for 10 minutes for not understanding his wrongdoing. And then here comes the worst part. Unfortunately, one of the friends in a group call lashed out on T for timing Yesh and literally defended Yesh's actions. That friend is also an adult, being the justifying defender of Yesh. And that was Siren. Siren was eventually caught with defending Yesh's actions as she was lashing out on T. And eventually, Siren stated to T that you didn't give Yesh a chance to change. What chances are there to give to a person who's constantly going to keep breaking them? Siren, being the inconsiderate 19-year-old adult, not understanding the current issue, and not taking full action at first sight, thought it was smart to defend Yesh's actions, not even caring about the fact that Mystic is a minor and the main victim of this ongoing conflict. Siren knew that Yesh has been doing it for years to all the girls in the group, and she was also uncomfortable with it in the first place. But nope, she decided to kick the bucket, defend his actions, and not let Yesh get the consequence he deserved from T after an informative warning. Siren was in control of the group chat that my friends and I were calling in. And when it comes to power, Siren is the type to abuse it to other things that are technically not ban-worthy. So overall, Siren thinks that Yesh's inappropriate action towards Mystic wasn't seen as a deserving 10-minute timeout, which is proof of her justifying gross behavior as a person who's basically 19 and older than Yesh and should know what's wrong. And it's not okay. To sum it up, Siren has always witnessed Yesh's gross behavior towards the girl/me in the friend group on Roblox for years and was also uncomfortable with it as well. But instead, as an adult, she justified Yesh's adult actions and discarded a minor's emotions, Mystic's emotions in fact, and was being inconsiderate of it. No matter the times my friends and I told Yesh to cut it out, it was always Siren being there, but never there to step up as one of the oldest friends in the friend group and taking light upon Yesh's unstoppable behavior. After Siren justified Yesh, Yesh tries to make us feel sorry by going on guilt-tripping mode to make T, Mystic, later Violet, and I feel bad, knowing damn well he wanted to make a lousy excuse for himself for such incompetent behavior at his big age. Literally, as the group decided to move to flee the facility, he was still acting as if he was the victim after being called out. In the game, he purposely became a bit more quieter and said something of, "Oh, I don't care, just get me," all just to seem as if he didn't care about anything after he was confronted. Apparently, those were words that have been said by him, which video evidence of it will be shown later. In regard to those going to question my friends and I that, "Oh my god, then why didn't you guys take action even in the first place?" Again, we have been for many years, ever since 2022 to 2023, and even after Mystic joined the friend group by 2022 up till now. After fully witnessing the awful truth of what Mystic went through, in the past, we really didn't notice as to how bad it was till we realized his inappropriate behavior on Roblox was only done to the girls in the friend group, even right after he became an adult. As said already, he's been doing this in the past before, but no one said anything about it because it was sort of a normal thing on Roblox, and also with him being a minor at that time. But it became a big problem when he only did it to mostly Mystic privately, because he personally knew that Mystic won't speak up on it with her being very kind and giving chances, which gave him all the time in the world to fully take advantage of her kindness, disregard her feelings of being uncomfortable, and continued sexualizing her. Now then, since all of my witnessing account has been said, I will now be revealing my close friend's account, aka the main victim's account regarding of Yesh's inappropriate actions towards her, Mystic.
Note: this video contains the lines of sexual harassment, as you may know, and if you're very uncomfortable with the topic, you are free to leave if you want to. And note that this video is also scripted, but I just want to give it out there that if I stutter a lot or have a soft voice, I'm sorry in advance. Hello everyone, this is Mystic. I shall be giving my perspective on the whole Yesh situation and my experience with his actions towards me and my friends. Also, I'll explain some misinformation I have been seeing around, so without further ado, let's get started. When I first met Yesh, we started to become good friends around at least early 2023, to which our friend group started to grow during that time. As many of you may or may not know, I used to voice Fluffy in his series, Shining Rainbow Precure. Ever since then, our friendship grew more in the last years, but during that time, I started to notice some of his actions, like some cases where he would say some inappropriate stuff towards me and my friends. He would definitely laugh and giggle after he would basically do inappropriate things with me while we were playing. Keep in mind, Yesh just turned 18 in January, while I am, as of right now, is 16. Some people may thought that he was 17 based on his YouTube description, but in Discord, it confirms that he is, as of right now, 18 years old today. So, regarding to the whole situation that happened in Valentine's Day, it all started that everything was going chill, and as well right, because we were all like playing and stuff, but It was all going fine until Yesh wouldn't stop being very inappropriate with me by still doing those back shots, knowing well that I was uncomfortable by it. This has caused my friend, who will be anonymous, but let's call him T, to rightfully time him out. But then Siren started to defend him, just like everything that Moonlight stated in her part. I would like to add the fact that Siren even stated that they were uncomfortable in what Yesh was doing, so they knew of what Yesh was doing was wrong. And here's a screenshot to provide proof of it. They said that they were not defending Yesh, but they also talked behind T's back after he called out for his actions and timed him out. And I have video proving my point. Yesh would sometimes secretly record us without consent, by the way. But this video is unlisted, but I got in a hold of it, so check this out.
The fact that I got scared of that.
Okay, guys, one more computer left.
I will say, he's probably annoyed that I was scared of that, even because he was making some pretty rude comments about it, even though he didn't even take a second to think. He is not scared of it. Obviously, you're not really scared of anything. I just felt, I don't know. I just feel like being a little bit inconsiderate, just a little bit.
So this is Mystic going off script here. So I believe that Yesh privated his channel because while I was doing my scripts and all that, I checked his channel for like evidence and stuff, but as of right now, he privated everything from his channel. So yeah, that's fun. After the night of that, I was very much hurt and disappointed that Yesh wouldn't take accountability or show any remorse, because even if he said sorry during the call, the way he said it was more of a annoyed tone and would act sad to guilt trip us when he got confronted. After all that went down, it honestly opened my eyes, and it's about time I say enough is enough, which brings to my next section. In February 15th, I vented to my friends about the whole situation that happened last night, and that day I decided, for the best of my mental health and also putting my boundaries first, I stepped down as the role as Fluffy. Everyone started to understand, and some of my friends who used to VA in his series asked if I was okay or if anything happened with me and Yesh. At first, I said it was nothing much, but I just knew that I can't be silent about it anymore. So I vented to a few of my friends about this and told them everything, and they already knew the people who I was referring to. So fast forward to moments later, I forgot to mention that I didn't leave the server yet because I was originally going to plan to leave the next day, which would have been yesterday. But then everything went down from there. Each VA, one by one, started to step down, while some were very much confused and unaware of why VAs were stepping down. So before I left, I let them know to DM me or any other people who are aware of what's going on. Most people DM'd me and I told them everything. While everyone is starting to become aware of this, Yesh DM'd me an apology, to which he admitted that he was in the wrong. But if he really was sorry about what he did, he would have apologized to me in the Valentine's Day situation on call and not guilt trip us about it. He also should have apologized to T and everyone else that who was also inappropriate to. Because note, half of us are minors. To me, it felt like it was more of a sorry that I got caught type of thing, and after that, I blocked Yesh and Siren just like everyone else, and I moved on from my life. This situation was really not some silly conflict or argument between friends. This situation is really serious where myself, was being ignored and silenced against the inappropriate things that he has done to me and my friends. Even after everything, I highly ask of y'all is to please do not harass anyone mentioned in my perspective and overall in the video in general. Moral of the story is that if anyone who tries to take advantage of you or tries to silence you, do not stop standing up for yourself. This is coming from someone who has a fear of confronting others based on personal experiences with harassment in general. But don't let anyone stop you from using your voice to spread awareness, calling people out, and sticking up for what's right. This situation took a heavy effect on me, but as of right now, I am okay. And I want to give my support to those who have helped me in this, and also who are affected by this. I really hope that everyone recovers from this, and we stand strong as a community. And always remember to always take care of yourself. I love you all so much, and thank you so much for listening to my side of the story. I'm taking this to Moonlight right now.
Thank you, Mystic Sis, for sharing your side of the story. Rest easy now, sis. I pray for your healing after what you sufferingly endured on your personal behalf. Taking a small step back, it's ironic as to how he tries to make himself look good for his fans on one hand, while on the other he's actively been constantly disregarding friends' boundaries, thoughts, and then for years unawarely sexually harassing all his close friends who are still minors today by saying sexual stuff on call and backshotting them on Roblox before, while even after just becoming an adult. And then you have another grown adult, a year older, who's been witnessing it all, just to defend him and disregard a minor's feelings. Crazy. Now this may seem unrelated to you Taffies, but this is a personal account from one of my close friends, Goddess. July 11th, 2024, in the Shining Rainbow Precure server, she sent a vent message in a vent chat regarding of her sexual trauma she faced back then. While expecting comfort from her own friend, she was instead faced with a warning and was forced to delete her message because it was seen as NSFW, not safe for work. Take a look. Now you cannot be telling me that sending a vent about past sexual trauma is basically considered NSFW according to the rules? What? And here you are, giving a specific minor sexual trauma on every Roblox call and not respecting her boundaries whatsoever. Like son, speaking about Roblox and not respecting boundaries, my friends and I have dug deep into the hole to investigate moments of his harassment towards Mystic on Roblox and a guilt-tripping moment I spoke on earlier, and found 2 unlisted videos he uploaded to his channel a week or 2 ago that was sent to the friend group chat. All moments and clips of harassment towards Mystic's past friends will be revealed chronologically in order, including the total counts that he's done it. Take a look.
Grandma gave us 6 weeks of winter.
Does anyone actually believe in that?
I do.
I do. What's wrong?
For
Oh,
winter,
wow.
like,
It's siren. Wow.
Who's ready to die?
Not me.
I am.
I'm too young to die.
I'm ready.
Pop party!
Oh, wow. Nice. Alright, whatever. Just capture me. I'm ready to die.
I don't blame him for being upset. I mean, like, yeah, like, he shouldn't have done that, but, like...
Don't be a creep. And you won't get banned out. Sorry, but like, I had to say it. It's creep vibes. Am I wrong?
Siren, where are you? Just captured me.
I'm trying to have fun, and he's acting like a... No offense.
How... You are the one that's literally making him upset.
Okay,
I just literally timed him out for literally 10 minutes.
Well, you didn't even give him a chance to change, like, at all.
Rita speaking. Going to find you and turn you into a Paimon pie. Oh, yeah. Okay, we came to...
So far, we're not.
Wow. Yes!
Okay.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, I can't stand seeing this anymore. Maybe next time, don't keep and send unlisted videos to your friends that will be used against you to expose you to the public. Recording without permission is also unacceptable too. Anyways, all of those clips are proof of Yesh's moments of guilt tripping, Siren defending him after backshotting Mystic, and his inappropriate behavior regarding to him mainly targeting and sexualizing Mystic after being constantly told by her and me to stop when his name was called. Alas, from the Roblox videos giving evidence on his behavior, it could be concluded that it was a sign of potential pedophilia even after him recently turning 18. Speaking on that certain note, my friends and I have also done deep research to find possible signs of Yesh's pedophilia, and eventually found two pieces of full coincident evidence. One evidence may be inaccurate, but according to my friends, it can be seen as a big conspiracy theory, or rather the full truth. Unfortunate news to you all, but the show you all know and once loved was unawarely about to hit the transitioning stage of pedophilia. This is crucial information that has been shared to me by no other than my friend Cosmic. According to Cosmic, Yesh fully stated and said on multiple occasions that John, his self-insert character in Shining Rainbow Precure, who apparently looks like a teen due to magical stuff, is actually 24 years old of age. In the latest sneak peek in the server and the 18th upcoming episode of Shining Rainbow Precure, Yesh shared a moment where John asked the main character of the show, Anna, who's about 16, to go to the prom with him. There were occasional moments shown with John blushing about it, which are clear hints at a romantic pedophilic attraction between a fully grown man and teenage girl. And Yesh had full intention to include such a moment in the show, regarding that most of the characters in the cast are mainly teenagers. Thank you, Cosmic, for providing this crucial information to me. I have done personal research on my part for this. Looking upon Yesh's Discord profile picture, it's an image of an anime character. To you, it may look innocent because it's just an aesthetic little anime kid that he's wearing upon his profile, but there is a deep secret to the character that has been talked about before in the anime community. To keep it short, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is a Japanese light novel series by Ryuji Namokonote, following a 34-year-old shut-in who is reborn as a baby in the fantasy world after saving teenagers from a truck. While keeping his past life memories, he's determined to live life without regrets. Now to explain the character Yesh has on his profile picture, is basically the protagonist of the Jobless series, Rudius Grey Rat. In my opinion, as a person who have watched the show once and immediately stopped halfway through season 2, let's just say that the show is not recommended to children who are looking for a fun isekai anime to watch. And the reason why I say that this show isn't recommended for children is because technically Mushoku Tensei glorifies pedophilia. The writer tries to make you like or see Rudius as a good guy despite his flaws, but it's hard to look past his insane behavior for a lot of people. The show has been written in a way that glorifies his negative and sexual behavior towards children, and the result of Rudius not being punished for it. The story tries to cover that with him being a good-looking character within an otaku immediately realizing the advantages of fulfilling desires. Rudius is not a child at all. He's a reincarnated 34-year-old NEET. He even thinks like an adult and has the inner voice of an adult. He's an adult in a young body and he knows what he's doing. While the age of consent might be different in the world of Mushoku Tensei, it's important to remember that Rudius is from the real world before reincarnation, and his behavior realistically is not acceptable in our world. Overall, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is a deeply problematic anime that glorifies pedophilia and promotes that unhealthy worldview on it. And generally, the anime community being so used to seeing pedophilic content and not really minding it is really concerning. This kind of fantasy shouldn't be promoted as peak and for its wasted potential on a protagonist writing with good animation, especially even having it as an aesthetic profile picture for some reason. But regardless, this information I researched on could be a theory or not. I don't know if Yesh knows or doesn't know about the show, and is likewise that Yesh either does or doesn't even know about the show, or maybe doesn't even watch this anime at all, and just unawarely saw the profile picture as a normal aesthetic. Apologies if I haven't said this in the beginning of the video before, but Mystic was the voice actor for the mascot of Shining Rainbow Precure, Fluffy. Following up the next day on the timeline within my account, Mystic sent a message to my friends and I in a group chat explaining that she'll be stepping down from her role as Fluffy after what Yesh has done to her on Roblox Fleeta facility and over the years with disrespecting her boundaries carelessly. My friends and I all respected her wishes, and later upon Mystic's departure message in the server, my friends Goddess, Bobby, Elle, Aurora, and I stepped down as well as a way to riot on Yesh's actions. And with Siren being the justifying defender of Yesh's behavior, she was blocked by many people who were friends with her. Truthfully, boundaries come first. And honestly, if someone breaks it, they're seen as ignorant. and with Mystic, who's a minor, is in right to end her friendship immediately after being sexually assaulted and sexualized countless times by her close friend who's an adult, and also not given justice by a friend who's older than the perpetrator that should have understood the wrongdoings immediately and took better action. After my friends sent their departure messages to the Shining Rainbow Precure server, other voice actors and normal members of the server began to freak out and panic because of the rapid departure of voice actors stepping down from their roles. It gradually took around 10 minutes for other voice actors to fully grasp the situation, as Mystic told them all to DM her to learn the reason why she personally stepped down. Sometime later, that's when everyone in the server began to riot against Yesh after learning Mystic's trauma and what she faced. Most of the voice actors immediately stepped down, and members started to leave his server after learning the truth of Mystic's full departure for Fluffy. While all of that was happening, Yesh came online and witnessed it all unfold, as he was unable to respond from the constant amount of messages of members lashing out on his actions. Then literally in his bio, he put, "Am I just annoying for some reason?" Do you know what's annoying? Constantly breaking someone's boundaries. Yesh then came to realize and admitted that he was wrong for his actions and immediately went through Mystic's DMs and apologized to her. Looking at the apology, it's half-baked and doesn't look fully sincere enough. It's clear from his tone that he doesn't sound sorry, and he's only suddenly apologizing to Mystic because he was attacked by the people defending her and that the majority of his cast was quickly stepping down from their roles. It's funny how you immediately start to try protecting your image after being attacked, knowing that you're already a day too late to do so. After the server's rampage of messages finally died down, every members and voice actors left the Shining Rainbow Precure server, leaving Yesh alone in the server. And that was concluded as a result of his downfall. To sum it all up, starting from my account plus Mystic's, Yesh, who is currently 18, repeatedly targeted his close friend and voice actor for his series, Mystic, who is a 16-year-old minor later turning 17, with inappropriate and suggestive backshotting actions on Roblox while ignoring multiple warnings and saying inappropriate stuff to her on call. This is part of a years-long behavioral pattern of Yesh sexualizing the girls and mainly Mystic in the friend group. Siren, who was also uncomfortably aware of it, defended him and undermined the disciplinary timeout. Instead of taking accountability, Yesh used a guilt-tripping tactic to play the victim according to video evidence, highlighting the serious failure of both adults not understanding that the victim is a minor and she has to be protected from ongoing harassment that should have been stopped at once. On Goddess's side witness account, her story of her sexual trauma was disregarded and seen as NSFW according to Yesh's rules of his server. Meanwhile, he was busy sexualizing the girls in the friend group every time on Roblox calls and breaking boundaries, leading to the main victim receiving sexual trauma from his non-stop actions of harassment. From the conspiracy theories that are now seen as the truth of his pedophilia, I understand that anime and manga can be controversial with tackling complex topics of that, but it shouldn't come at the cost of nearly promoting unhealthy and a harmful ideology in a gacha magical girl show with a 24-year-old self-insert. Mishoko Tensei is exactly a clear example of this with pedophilia within the main character. It's important to have responsibility as a gacha content creator to actually inspire the young and the people around instead of nearly promoting a gross topic such as this. And Yesh has failed doing so by unawarely almost showing pedophilia in his show with his self-insert John. For Shining Rainbow Precure, following on Mystic's account, Mystic stepped down due to years of harassment and boundary violations by Yesh, and a mass riot and confrontation messages on Yesh's actions decimated the Shining Rainbow Precure server. The entire voice cast and members resigned from roles within minutes after hearing Mystic's story, leaving Yesh alone after he offered only a self-pitying and insincere apology to the victim Mystic. The server's collapse serves as a big consequence of Yesh's actions and the community's refusal to tolerate the defense of his sexual behavior towards a minor. Personally, it's honestly disgusting by the fact that Yesh, who was once one of my close friends, would do something this repulsive. Back then, his actions were seen as excuse and funny because it was normal on Roblox, but nowadays it's not. When you're 18, a big significant line shouldn't be crossed, which is sexual activity towards a minor. His actions towards my friends, me, and mostly Mystic shouldn't be excused for it as a misunderstanding and a mistake. Knowing damn well he targeted Mystic because he mainly knew that she was too shy to speak upon how she felt because she cared deeply for her friends. If it's a minor behind the screen, or if it's your friend, the "it's just a Roblox joke" and the "I thought it was funny" excuses can lose its sense of humor when there's a clear age gap and a lack of consent. Now, as for those people who want to fish for views because they just heard about the situation or was there but never there at the time of downfall and nearly spread misinformation about it, you are not allowed to try and make a say in this and make this about yourself, since all of this information here is all about the real-time evidence provided within the main witnesses and the main victim on the perpetrator. Even just because you were there at the time of what went down in the server, or even if you heard about it, that also doesn't make you the fully involved victim if you haven't ever been in contact with Yesh's actions in the past and within that time whatsoever. And Siren, recently while the script and video was currently being made, I've heard that someone almost spread misinformation about the situation without even knowing the full truth, which is why I rushed and sacrificed even most of my time asleep into creating this video as soon as possible, since this whole video has all of the information and details provided with an organized overview in order of sequences. And to those bad people out there who still somehow care for Yesh or even Siren, are you sure and do you still wish to continue supporting a pedophile and a defender of the perpetrator? You must understand that this situation is not as close but nearly similar to the Len Totally drama within the crime of pedophilia, and everyone in the Gacha community refused to even defend and support his disgusting actions. Sexualization of minors is a massively serious crime, and you can be put in jail for an action as an adult. By all means, your support for your dear idol Yesh must come to an end. Actions of sexual harassment towards a minor while being an adult is something that doesn't deserve to be forgiven or seen as a misunderstanding at all. Now that everything has been said, my heart truly goes out to my dear friends, and even Mystic, who has mainly faced more than enough of Yesh's actions. I think to those who have taken immediate action to support Mystic and my friends who are deeply affected by Yesh, and not only that, also spread awareness around YouTube. I pray for eternal peace and healing to all. As to Siren, the wonderful and glorious times we spent together as friends over the years since COVID must come to a close, as I wish to not be friends or associate myself with you anymore after your defense on Yesh's actions. As an adult, you should have stepped up and understood how horrible the situation was for Mystic for her being a minor. Instead of understanding what T done was right with punishing Yesh, you lashed out on T instead and justified Yesh's actions that day, which is proof of you casting away your own friend's feelings. Heck, even a minor's feelings, since all you care about is what you think and also abusing your own power. Well, Siren, since you decided it was fun to talk smack behind my back as I'm busy stating true info about you, how about I expose more about your defense on Yesh on a call with Bobby and Violet when I wasn't around, as proof of your invalidation to Mystic's trauma. You're an actual disgrace. Thank you, Violet, for sharing this. You didn't even bother to open your eyes about Mystic being sexually abused by Yesh because you're not willing to educate yourself about what's wrong or what's right at your big age. Being an adult is not a flex. It's the age of taking full responsibility on actions that's essentially wrong and having access to standing up for the young when something is amiss. The murder mystery times were fun and all, but I don't wish to be around inconsiderate and negative people like you. I'm done. By God's grace, may you have a nice life, and please take care of yourself. As to you, Yesh, you think you're slick with privatizing your channel immediately even while this video was being made because you knew you were going to get exposed. Joke's on you, the video evidences has been downloaded on my storage before you even took your sweet time to private your channel. That action you just did with privatizing your channel is proof of you running away from accountability as an adult, instead of publicly apologizing to the ones who are deeply hurt in regards to sexual harassment towards me and all my friends and Mystic. It's childish behavior. I don't care where you are or wherever you are around YouTube, but I will find you. Even if you're watching this video on an alt account, on Roblox, and on Instagram, I will find you and drag you back to the platform to apologize sincerely. But since you decided to run away from the platform as proof of you being unaccountable, no can do. And I won't be wasting my time. And FYI, employers and hiring agents keep track of your digital footprint, regardless of your activity online within personal branding. Your pedophilic actions online can make hiring agents quickly turn down your offer in certain industries. So good luck on finding a job of your skills in the far future. Just overall, I don't wish to be friends with a pedo adult that has sexualized their own voice actor / my dear friend who's still a minor even after you just turned 18. With all due respect, may you also have a nice life, stay off the platform, and please take care of yourself as well. A massive takeaway you Taffy should understand is that you should never be afraid to speak up. And I'm truthfully saying this as a person by heart who has also struggled to speak up in the past because of my stuttering nature. When you feel as if you're being hurt, harmed, and silenced by force, stand up. And even if you're afraid to stand up, there will always be a community and friends all around you who are willing to protect and help you out in every step of the way. In times of crisis and aid, your voice matters. You're not alone. From what's said and done, again, please, and I advise you all to not harass or attack anyone overall mentioned in this video. Dear children, no matter where you are, you must always be careful of the people you decide to surround yourself with. Heck, even your own friends or the idol you worship, because behind the curtain lies their true colors as they maintain a facade image to the public. By God's grace, I hope you all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and a good night. This is Moonlight Taffy, signing off.